Welcome to CFMA Cincinnati's Coffee with the President. This is Carrie Richardson with Von Lehman CPA and Advisory Firm. Here with me today is Cal Beyer, and he is joining us from CSDZ, where he is the VP of Workforce and Worker Wellbeing. Cal will be presenting at our August 19th chapter meeting, where he will be discussing suicide prevention in the construction industry. Welcome, Cal.
Hi, Carrie. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to talk this morning. Why don't you start off and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, this is great. I'm a longtime CFMA member, advocate, national officer, speaker, and author. And CFMA is truly an amazing organization. I'm excited to have the opportunity to work with so many chapters and to really help on this topic of mental health and suicide prevention. It's been calling for me for many years. And I'm so excited to see the support that we've had from CFMA and all its member chapters.
Great. Thanks for that intro. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your role at CSDZ?
Yeah, CSDZ is a 102-year-old firm dedicated to construction, risk management, insurance, and surety. And we're part of the Holmes-Murphy family of companies, which provides access to employee benefits as well, but a real innovative culture around this concept of worker well-being, which is where the whole worker comes to work. And we're bringing strategies and solutions to employers to help decrease the risk that workers face, especially in this area of mental health, especially post-pandemic. But we're also looking for innovative solutions to improve that worker well-being. So mental health, suicide prevention, substance misuse, overdose prevention, and then overall well-being. It's really been a fun job. I started it March 16th, a year ago, right before the pandemic. And Carrie, you're smiling because probably the day after is when everyone went work at home, shelter in place. They say timing is everything. Could not have had a better opportunity to reach, masses during a pandemic and to bring kind of a message of hope and to give people some strategic direction on taking care of people.
Great. What are you finding is the biggest challenges as people do return to work?
Yeah, I think everyone established a new routine. There are many companies that did go back to work quicker than most. And I give them a lot of credit for having that courage to do so. But our workers have been very stressed. They've had a lot of demands, a lot of competing pulls and pushes. The need to have flexibility, the need to have empathy, the opportunity to really listen to what's going on in that individual worker's life can be a way we can reduce stress as people do transition back to full-time work. On the field side, construction remained an essential function, and yet the workers had the struggles and the stress of lockdowns and shutdowns, and there were scheduled delays on projects, and we continue to have a major workforce shortage, and that's caused a lot of overtime. It's caused a lot of pressure, and then our workers have had to adapt to our family pressures, higher living expenses, more people living in our homes as we've had boomerang cousins, not just boomerang children. So there's a whole slew of these competing factors that we need to have sensitivity toward. And if we can find a way to approach each individual, make them feel comfortable, make them feel respected, build that caring culture, I think we can make this a lot less stressful than it looks like.
What are you seeing companies do as employees transition back and, creating that caring environment?
Yeah, I think the companies that were intentional early, they started a pattern of communication, have done well. Early in the pandemic, we were asking people to reach out regularly and to have this cadence of communication, to give a reassuring cascade of messages, give people updates, let them know we're going through this together. Those for me were really positive steps. If you didn't do those things, it's still not too late. It comes down to having genuine care for employees and that understanding that these are stressful times. They've been unprecedented. I try not to use that word anymore, but I would say empathy, understanding what's going on in their lives really lets people know that you understand and that you're respectful. And I think that need for flexibility. Childcare continues to be a problem in many parts of the country. Workers are describing long wait lists. It's hard to find childcare. And maybe having that hybrid work model has been the biggest benefit of the pandemic after all.
Well, Cal, thank you for joining us today and giving us a little sneak peek into what we can expect on August 19th for our joint chapter meeting with the Ohio Central chapter. Looking forward to it. And again, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Carrie. I really appreciate this opportunity to spend time with you this morning, and I'll see you on August 19th.
Great. Well, you have a great day.
You as well. Thanks.